But before that, let's talk to Joshua. And of course, Joshua has had a very bad experience, and especially in 2019, where he almost lost his life. That is to mob justice. So Joshua, thank you very much for speaking with us this morning. Let's go back all the way to 2019. What exactly happened to you?
I was going home.
Good morning, Joshua. Go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me? I was going home. It was around midnight. And when I reached, I stayed at home. When I reached a junction where I divert to my home, I encountered a boda rider who was on high speed. And I signaled. He saw like I was to hit him. So he swerved and fell on his own. Around there were so many other motor borders, and they came immediately. I started stoning my car because I was still inside the car. I sped off. I didn't because I didn't hit him. I thought he had it safely, and I just sped off. I didn't go home. I went back. I wanted to go back to Karen police station. I report my case, but I didn't get there. I got another car coming, and I swerved myself. I was pushed now to a ditch. The boda riders caught up with me, and they started beating me.
Okay.
Yeah, they almost killed me. I was taken unconscious to police station by well-wishers.
Okay, so Joshua, they were on the wrong.
Yes, they were on the wrong.
Okay, but then again, when the accident happened, of course, all of them, who were there, came to attack you.
Yes, the problem that happens around all these incidents is when any incident happens, before you even know who is on the wrong, they normally come. They are the majority at that time at night. The boda riders are the majority. They are the majority on the road. So if you go to the court or anywhere, they will say you bring witnesses. So you don't have any witness with you. Then that is one major area why you find them gunning up. And then most of them at night, they are not doing genuine business. Most of them. But you have good boda riders.
That's true.
And those who are very helpful. I was rescued by a well-wisher, somebody who stood with me, who worked at those security companies that are normally around the road. They came and rescued me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, because initially you said, of course, when the accident happened, they started stoning your car, but you managed to take off. But of course, you were blocked at some point, so you could not get to the police station. So they caught up with you. So did they get into your car, maybe get you out of the car, and then that is when you were hurt? Or exactly what happened when they caught up with you?
When they caught up with me, they started, and now they were stoning the car again. And I couldn't wait for the stones in the car, so I had to come out now. Because my car was in the ditch, I couldn't go anywhere. So I had to come out. And when I came out now, some were very interested in stealing things from the car, and the others were just picking me up. Even the person who was involved in the accident who fell was not there. Yeah, the group now I was dealing with was a totally new group who don't know what has happened, who am I, where I've come from. It was a total uncalled for.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Joshua, that of course you had to go through that. And of course, let's just post this to Henry, and then I'll come back to you, Joshua, in just a moment. So Henry, of course, we see this almost on a daily. And there was a point where, it got to a point where we saw some people whose cars, were actually burnt, by some of this rogue boda operators. And of course, you also talked about an aspect of We did not get justice for a very long time. So it's like it is a revenge mission, take matters onto our own hands. But isn't there a way that some of these things can be sorted in an accident? Because most of the time you find that it is the boda operator who is on the wrong. And we're not saying that all boda operators are really bad people. We've had really good people. I've had experience with really good people. But also the aspect of, can't we just have like order in terms of sorting this out instead of just attacking someone and just beating someone up, and even, you know, their cars as well?
Of course, there are a lot of mechanisms, there are a lot of ways of solving conflicts. And you know, boda sector or industry is an industry whereby everybody just rushes in.
It's easy to get into.
Yeah, easy to get into. So we are sorry, first of all, about Joshua's incident and many other Kenyans that have gone through that. It is very painful. I myself have been involved in a lot of accidents, and I think there's no day I've tried even to take law into my hands. In fact, the first person who hit me on the road was a lady in Mombasa. And even she was unable to come outside the car because she was panicking and that. But I woke up, my bike was okay, and the injury I had was not very bad. And then there were people, Kenyans, mob justice, it doesn't come only by riders.
In one side, yes.
There are people who come and incite the mob justice, because where the lady hit me, I was only the rider. But these other civilians, the fellow Kenyans, were telling me, why are you leaving this lady to go like that? Why? Because I told the lady, now me, the bike is okay and I think I'm okay. I'll manage, you can go.
So they were inciting you?
In fact, they wanted to beat me now.
Okay.
So
why?
This is behavior that is with a lot of Kenyans, and a lot of people went into boda sector who are just we are just Kenyans, and you find somebody maybe has not passed through the school. As the national chairman has said, maybe we need a lot of sensitization. A lot of things must be done so that we get to a point whereby this rider can understand the law. They just know that the law maybe is just to beat somebody up, and that is it. So, but in doing so, you find out now that even you are not going to get justice because you have beaten somebody, or maybe, for instance, like the lady who was at Forest Road, what happened to her. So you find out even the guy who was involved in the accident and he needs a lot of help. He won't get justice because now you have destroyed everything. Now we are looking at the person you have injured next, rather than the first one. So I think it is still a long journey. I think we need such interviews to tell our riders that the solution is not beating up somebody. But now also what I can tell you is a lot of Kenyans are hitting riders and running into police station saying that they wanted to be beaten maybe. So it is that something that people are using. Instead, when the accident happens, as much as we try to educate our riders that when the accident happens, you stop, you wait for the police. These other Kenyans also should do that, because somebody hits you, runs to the police station, reports that you wanted to hit, maybe to do mob justice. And then when you go to the police station now, after maybe you have recovered or whatever, you find out that now the case is on your side. So we want to educate everybody, Kenyans with vehicle and Kenyans on two-wheel. So when an accident happens, just be patient. Wait. If you are a rider and you are not the one involved in an accident, I usually say, or I normally say, sometimes when the incidence of mob justice have gone high, the government is really advising people not to crowd at the scene of accident.